Hey, I'm Danny the Plumber, and this is how you install a toilet seat. The first step to change your toilet seat is to determine whether you have a round or an elongated toilet seat. This one here is an elongated one. You can see it's kind of oval instead of round. Obviously, the round's going to be just completely round. If you're still unsure, you can measure from the bolts back here to the front of the toilet seat here. And the elongated one should measure approximately 18 inches. The round ones will measure approximately 16 inches. And each toilet company, they're gonna vary a little bit. So let's take a measurement on this one. Center of the bolts to the front there is about 18 inches. This is elongated, and I'm gonna be replacing this elongated toilet seat today with a soft close elongated toilet seat made by Toto. Soft close are my favorite ones because you don't have to worry about them slamming down real hard, and you can just let them close by themselves. The next step is we're going to remove this toilet seat, and to do so I'm going to pop these little, if you can get the camera down here, these little plastic covers open on each side. And this is already a soft close toilet seat, and so this style is off to the side like this. You may have them where the plastic cover is hinged back here or here, and you lift it and pull like this. But either way, get access to that by removing the cover, and you'll find usually two screwdriver slots. Here we've got a flat edge screw, and I'm going to start unscrewing that. But I'm gonna have to take my hand and reach under the toilet here, and there's a nut underneath that's gonna be spinning. And I have to take my hand and hold that nut just with my finger or two. I'll just do it with one finger for the camera here so you can see what I'm doing. And I'm simply unscrewing that nut from underneath. And you can also hold the screwdriver in place and unscrew that nut like this. That'll work just fine also. Once that's off, we'll do the same for the other side. And we can remove those two. And at this point, the toilet seat will come off. And as you can see, after 10 years, or however long this has been in here, about that, there's a lot of crust and stuff underneath the toilet there that we're gonna wanna clean. Next, I'm gonna scrape some of this thick stuff off right into the toilet here. And what that actually looks like is just Comet or Ajax built up through the years. They got trapped under there. But a lot of times, pee gets stuck under these toilet seats, and that's we'll get some smells from the bathroom. So you want to change the toilet seat, or at least remove it and clean it periodically. Next, get a little Comet.
And you'll want to get underneath as well.
And you'll want to get underneath as well. All right, so I've got my Toto elongated soft close toilet seat. Here's the model number. And this is going to be the same install for just our standard toilet seat, one that's not soft close. And if you don't know what I'm talking about with soft close, I'll show you here in a second. Okay, for the soft close ones, I like to push this thing down right there first. Next, you're going to want to be very careful and not break these plastic covers here. And there's 2 grooves there and there that you're going to want to stick something sharp in. And just pry it up like that. You don't want to go from this side and break the hinge. So, once again, and this is what comes with the Toto. You've got these anti-slip pads that'll go underneath. And there's kind of 2 feet there that line up with those 2 feet. Push that in place. Same for that side. And you'll hold those things down as you flip this thing around. Line it up with those 2 holes. 2 bolts and 2 nuts here, and we'll drop those bolts in. And there's 2 different sides to this. You're going to want to make sure that this beveled side is facing upwards. So not the flat side up, the bevel side up when we install this one down here. So I'll just kind of feel with it my hand. Once I start that, I'll come back up top with the screwdriver and start threading it on while I'm backing this thing up. If I don't back it up, it'll kind of just spin underneath by itself. So I hold it just with a finger or 2, just like that. And once I get it semi-tight, not all the way, I'm gonna go to this one and do the same thing. And I'll show you why in a second I do that. Take the bolt. Okay, once that's starting to get a little tight, I want to make sure that we're squared off and not to one angle with the toilet seat like this as we tighten it, or like that. So we want to make sure we're right in the middle. And the way I do it is you can look at it, but I can kind of feel right here that there's equal distance on the left side and the right side. And I'll just kind of move that thing before those bolts are totally cinched down. Once I like it, once I've got it nice and squared off, I'll take that screwdriver and tighten it. And at this point, that nut underneath is not even moving. So I can just do it with the screwdriver. Once I get that nice and tight, close that cap. Same thing for this side. Close that cap, and we're done. And this is the soft close seat that I like so much, made by Toto. It'll just gently close. I really like them. Same thing for this. There are other companies that make the soft close toilet seat. There's lots of different companies that make them, in fact, but Toto is my favorite one. They have a really quality one. Their soft close are a little more expensive. You can find them at the big box stores, definitely for cheaper, but Toto's the best by far, in my opinion. Thank you guys very much for watching this video. If you found it helpful, give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below. And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks.